Hello everyone, hope you're all doing very well. We are back. Sorry I took a long time to actually get back, but of course we had the rejection from Twitch partner, which meant that I just had no motivation to do a stream because I'm getting quite sick of that. So anyway, I had a couple of days off, which is always good for the mind. And also, I tore a muscle in my side. So, for the last 3 days, yesterday wasn't too bad, but for the 2 days before that, I couldn't really breathe really heavy or talk a lot, and I was just sleeping throughout the day. So, I'm sorry in case you were looking forward to a stream or two during the week. Of course, Tuesday would have been a bit stupid with the semi-final going on. But Thursday, if you were expecting a stream, I do apologise. But I'm back now. It's all good, viewers. We've got quite an exciting day ahead as well, to be honest, in the save. Because if you've seen the post or you can read the title, we could be on for a treble this season, which is quite amazing. We probably won't finish the season today because there's a lot going on. But let's see how we get on. But anyway, welcome all. Dan, Gibbon, Harry, hope you're all doing very well. Dan, what's the F1 game like? I'm very tempted to buy it myself. That's the wrong one. Here we go. Right, this is all good, isn't it? Tiger Tricks, hope you're doing well, my friend. Welcome back. It feels good to be back, to be honest. Fucking love the Conference League and FM. It's so hard to get into Europe, when in the Prem as the top six is so hard to break into with the European prize money. It is definitely a challenge, especially with like the rules and regulations of Brexit and everything now. It does make it a very challenging save. I'm not one for the lower league saves though, that's my problem. I lose interest after a couple of seasons. Whereas I think this type of save for me is perfect. Like a lower league or mid-table side in whatever league it is. Playing the 2020 game now, don't have the 21 yet. But the game is very good. Yeah, I need to get the 2021 one. Right. So, as you can see on the screen, we are 3 seasons in. And somehow we're top of the league by 5 points. I think that's more of the fact that other teams are just getting beat left, right and centre. Although we have only lost 2 games, to be fair. We have drew 4. But like, Juve have been terrible. They were like mid-table for a very long time. We beat them 3-0. I know. Inter Milan are doing nowhere near as good as what they do in real life. Atalanta somehow still third. That's what amazes me with this. And we are in the Champions League, of course. If you look across here, the Champions League, we beat Liverpool 3-2 away from home. No, we're at home, sorry. So we go to the away leg with a goal up, but they've got 2 away goals. We've got to be careful with that. Champions League, of course, now they're wiping away goals, but that's not hard-coded into the game yet. And of course, we're in the Coppa Italia final, which is playing in April, which we probably won't get to today. Now, my 11th season with Fiorentina, glad to see someone else is managing the club. The 2 of us, the 3 here, managing Fiorentina. I'm glad you're all enjoying it. In my 5th season with Renan, and I'm in the Europa League, Brenner has been the key with 17 goals in 11 games. Brenner is fantastic on this game. I do love that guy. Let's take a look at our team, though, and a little bit of a refresher on how we've been doing. This is how we've been setting up. Usually we have Uriel Celli here on the left because he's a monster. Sebastiano Esposito has 20 goals this season. Vlahovic and Almeida both have 10, who are more his support acts, who are supplying the goals, as well as Uriel Celli. I think Milenkovic has quite a few goals, if I remember rightly. He's down here with 13, so he is our second top scorer. Kwame with 8 is not bad at all, coming off the bench. Brian Gill, for someone who is definitely a secondary player, coming off the bench and getting 5 goals as well. That's great. Andrew, you now have the Gold Eagle. I don't know why I called it an eagle. Time! Andrew, you now have the Gold Owl. For the 12 months with Prime, thank you very much, my friend. Amazing. Really do appreciate that support. So, yeah. All is going well so far. Let's take a look. One thing at average rating, because I clicked on this while I was just setting up the stream. I just want to have a look at the average rating to see if there was a talking point. And I think there really is, because Uriel Celli, as we can see here, in the 26 games roughly that he's played, 7 goals, 14 assists, 7.61 average rating. That is extortionately high, isn't it? for one player. A 7.31 there for Esposito, who I think, to be honest, goes missing every now and then just comes back and fires in a hat-trick or a brace. We also have there Milenkovic, who's got 7.3, as well as Pinto, who we don't actually play. He's played one game, got 7.3. Almeida 7.2, still really solid. We've gone past the January transfer window now, which is good because a lot of players wanted our players. A lot of teams wanted our players, even. So there we go. Hogarth, what kind of save is this? Are you trying to stay with Fiorentina for long term or moving on? Roughly, I mean, it doesn't exactly say in the thing there, but you can say that Neil's currently posted there. But I think we're going to be looking at roughly about 5 seasons, I'd say, with Fiorentina, depending on how this season and next season goes. If we take a look, before we go any further, at the job centre, there's not a lot going on right now, and I'm not going to take a job unless I really want one. So Sevilla's quite an intriguing one in La Liga. I would definitely be opposed to going to La Liga. Oh my God, is that Santos Jr.? Yes, please. Santos, how are you doing, my friend? How are you, mate? Hydrate just for you. The Poor Skulls Professional Wrestling viewers is Santos Jr. One of my favourite wrestlers in Brit Wrestling. Hope you're doing well, buddy. So yeah, I'm not going to be taking a job unless it really intrigues me. And right now, there's nothing really that really intrigues me. I think it would be a step down to go to these clubs. I'm thinking the next job that we go to is one of the big ones. The Real Madrids, Barcelonas, the PSGs. I don't know. I just don't think we can really drop down to another team unless they have European football and do another kind of rebuild or build up to where we are with Fiorentina. It's more of a step down. But 5 seasons, I want to be gone. It's not Poor Skills, I promise. I thought it was for a minute. It's good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. So, I mean, Esposito, 10 in training again. Unbelievable scenes. Napoli's up next. When is the Liverpool game? I need to find out when the Liverpool game is. 3 games time. We've got to play 3 games, then it's a Liverpool game. So we ended the last stream. That's right, we ended the last stream on that 3-2 victory. What a game that is. Imagine beating Liverpool 3-2. Outstanding stuff. So we have Napoli, Genoa, then Roma in the next few games. It's going to be quite a tricky one. Napoli definitely. It's going to be hard, but I think that Roma game right before the Liverpool game, we need to rest players for that. Because I want to prioritise getting further into the Champions League, because why not? It helps our reputation, and the fact that we're 5 points clear at the top. Oh God, look, our players struggling already. The fact that we're 5 players at the top, 5 players at the 5 points at the top ahead, means that we can afford to do that. Okay, we're going to have to play Ahmed Hodzic, which is fine. Do we have another... Oh, Ogello's back, which does actually mean we can rest Ahmed Hodzic. Okay, we might lose this game, viewers, just because we're resting players. But it's a risk. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, as Lord Farquaad would say. We're going to go for it. We're going to do that. I was meant to leave after 3 seasons, but here I am, my 11th. Do not put it past me doing that myself. Doing good, mate. Hope all is well with you, and hope England get it done tomorrow. Me too, mate. Me too, my friend. Are you ever going to come back, Santos? Are you ever going to come back out of retirement for wrestling? I really hope so. I'd love to have a match against you. I actually wrestle as well. I'm not just saying I want to have a random match. Mark, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, mate. Rio Rubinho, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're all doing well today. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's very hot again in this room. I was thinking, right, the next stream I need to buy a fan or something like that, and I haven't done so. And it's been over a week. I've got no excuses. I am my own worst enemy. Hydrate, you're lucky. I've got enough cup of tea to go. Jace, hope you're doing well, mate. You joined us perfect timing. That's good. No F1 this evening, that's a shame. But then I could give my full focus to this. So, positives, negatives, all around. They have Trincao. That's a good player. Matuzalem. Thank you very much for the follow. Yes, good man. Good man. Reach Wrestling. I know you've already wrestled here before because I spoke to you when you came down. You had a match against Jason King. Right, here we go. Nice little early goal. Calm the nerves, get us back into streaming. After the week off. Esposito, have a pop if you like. It's unlucky. It's very unlucky. Need to hydrate badly. How hot is it now, Jace? Over there. What do you think of Trincao going to Wolves? What a signing for Wolves. I think it's quite interesting, isn't it? The whole Barcelona situation. With having to just palm players off left, right and centre. I've seen they oh wow, there he is scoring. They got rid of Carlos Elena. He's gone to Getafe on a permanent deal as well. Loved it at Reach. We loved having you, mate. We loved having. I just started my training then, Santos. I think I had done like 3 weeks training back then. I think it was my first live show as a trainer instead of just a viewer. Okay, let's demand more. I thought they were matching our formation then. It's a good goal from them to begin with. Any thoughts on the Messi saga? Oh, that's what makes this so much more interesting, isn't it? Because yes, they need to get rid of certain players so that they can register Aguero, Eric Garcia, and Depay, which already makes the whole situation really intriguing and kind of everybody's eyes are on Barcelona and their players now. But that's without signing Lionel Messi's 200 million a year, whatever it is. I know it's not 200 million a year, but they need to get rid of 200 million, and that's without signing Messi's contract of whatever 100 million euro a year that they will be giving him. Oh. So, I mean, what do they do? They're absolutely screwed. I mean, they've got like... Yes, they've got like Pedri, like you mentioned there. But it's the players that they can't get rid of, they can't shift. Like Carlos Elena, arguably, is not really a priority to leave. He's probably not on a massive contract compared to Pjanic, for example, who they're never using. Coutinho, who they're never using, who are on hundreds and hundreds of £1,000s a week. So that's what I think is going to be quite interesting. Going to the men's Olympic diving competition in Tokyo. Wow! Hope Sterling wins. Vitinha scores! Vito Ferreira brings us back 1-1, and it's not going to count. Brilliant. Mark, it's your birthday today. Congratulations, Mark. How old are you today, mate? 1986. Right, okay, so let's work that out. That's annoying. 1986, that will make you 35? 35 today, Mark. Bloody hell. Happy birthday, buddy. Tucker, how you doing, mate? We'll be more scared about the Messi situation, but Pedri is a generational player, just like Messi was. And Pedri's contract runs out next year. They're in even more trouble then. Who do you think is likely to sign Messi now? Do you know what? I genuinely don't think he'll go anywhere else. I think he will stay at Barcelona, but he is just biding his time and waiting for them to sort this shit out. I can't see him going anywhere unless they do a deal where the only thing I think that can happen is if they sign him on a contract but loan him out. That's the only way that I think we'll see Messi at a different club. Because I don't think he wants to leave now that he's got Aguero, for instance, and stuff like that there. But he's got like 2 or 3 years still. So I think possibly he could sign for Barcelona, but they need to get his wages out the door because they can't get rid of anyone else. That maybe is the only problem that they might have there. Bit past it to come to the Prem now. Yeah, definitely. It'll be too weak for the Premier League now. Come on, can we get a goal back? Esposito, you've been given a gift there. That's terrible. Who can really afford Messi? This is where football is wrong with all the money. It's true. It's true. It's just blown completely out of proportion, money-wise. But clubs like Barcelona are at fault for that. when they're signing Ousmane Dembele for ridiculous prices, and then 2 years later be like, he's actually really bad. He's got terrible injury problems all the time. This is a lost cause, this game now. Monto's not doing too great. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Just gonna have to do this. Just hope for the best. PSG squad looks terrifying. Ramos and Hakimi alongside Kimpembe. You're missing Marquinhos. I think Marquinhos is better than Kimpembe. Wijnaldum, Mbappe, Neymar, Verratti. It's a disgusting team. I feel sorry for Lille as well. They win the league and then all their players just get taken. Happens in that league though, doesn't it? Unless you are PSG and you can offer the amount of money that they can afford to offer these big players, or these up-and-coming players. Like, I think they've already lost the centre midfielder. He's gone to Leicester. So, I think Lille will drop right down the table now. 86th minute, can we just get a goal, just so it doesn't look too bad? Or they score and we look awful. They score and we look awful. Right, it's 3-0. That's fine. We've had to rest a few players. We'll let it go. Did Messi really ever play really well against teams from the Premier League? I don't think he has done that well, has he? Wasn't it only Arsenal that he's done really good against, if I remember rightly? Oh, and Man United, to be fair. He did it in the Champions League final. I forget about that one, though. Messi scored the most goals, I think, against English teams. I thought that was somebody else. I thought Ronaldo had scored more against English teams. Okay. The good thing is, Lazio also lost to Cagliari. Atalanta also lost. So that meant absolutely nothing for us. We're all good. We are absolutely fine. TV money in France has been slashed too. Expect a few fire sales. That's a shame, isn't it? What a shame. Okay, Luis Enrique is the manager of Napoli. The Real Madrid situation is quite weird as well, because obviously they've lost Sergio Ramos now. And it kind of looks like Varane is out the door as well. That's their two starting centre-backs from last season. And I don't think they've got money. So although they've signed Alaba, who I don't think is a very good centre-back, by the way. Like, I think he's only a good centre-back if he plays in a 3. Kind of like a Kyle Walker. So he's fast, he's strong, but he can't win a ball against the best players there. How's Essahal doing at Casablanca? Is he doing well? Casablanca, by the way, is that team in Tunisia. I think it's Tunisia, or is it Morocco? One of the two. Morocco. Which has the outstanding fan base. If you look up Casablanca's ultras, it's amazing. Like, one of the best sights you'll ever see. Scored 2 goals, at least, against Liverpool. Is that Messi? What a sad send-off for a legendary player. Probably ask him to melt his Ballon d'Ors at this rate. Yeah. Sell them off. Why, though, in the hell are they getting rid of Varane? I've got a feeling he wants out because he doesn't like Ancelotti. Hey, Nick, I know you're not a Man United fan like myself, but how would you have felt if Newcastle's takeover did go through last season? It wouldn't have like bothered me, but I'd have been intrigued. And do you know what? Right, so I do feel sorry for Newcastle's fan base. I really do, because I think they have some of the best fans in the UK, definitely. And they're the most passionate. They're the most loyal. They're always at the games, for instance. They have such a basis to be a massive club, but they are always just run so badly. And I do feel bad. Whether it's the manager or whether it's the chairman or a combination of both, there's always something going wrong at Newcastle. And they've just, like, in the last, like, 30, 40 years, they have been given the slowest, like, the smallest glimmer of hope with the whole situation of almost winning the league against Man United all the way back then. And I just think, like, I feel they need a break. They need to be given a bit of a break. That takeover for them would have just been a breath of fresh air and just been like, this is what it feels like to have a club where the chairman wants to actually pump money into it and actually look after the club. Because the foundations are there for them to be a massive club. They've got some okay players, but they've also got some terrible ones. Hello, Real Rude. How are you doing, mate? Rangers play Real Madrid at a pre-season friendly. Are they still playing Tottenham as well? Coach Jace, what do you want to name the coach? If you can do it quick, you can write it out quick before I go to the game. Alright, Ahmed Hodzic in. Omega Luquinho. Right on. What do we have here? Let's go to our coaching team. Emilio De Leo, is that a fake one? It is not a name. Right, cool. Luquinho is in. Arsenal next week. I thought Real Madrid had to play Tottenham because of the Gareth Bale deal. Is that not happening anymore? Right, Chelsea still can't play. We're going to put in Brian Gill. We'll do that little switch around there, and Castovili can come in there. Mafio, Aya, Ahmed Hodzic is... Milenkovic is back. Good. So he can come in there. And that is very close to our starting 11 again. Thank God. Look at that golden owl next to your name, Andrew. Love it. I'll guarantee someone stays in Fiorentina if you leave. Unless he resigns with you. It would be quite funny to look back at there and see how long some of these renamed staff members stay. Okay. Oh, opposition. There we go. Anybody we should be worried about here? I don't really recognise a lot of them. I recognise Jason. Jason, by the way, is the first player I ever signed on Football Manager whilst doing content creation. For Eintracht Frankfurt. Right. Let's get back to winning ways, shall we? Let's pick up 3 points. Everybody had an off week last week. It's back down to the grind. Let's win some games. Almeida pings it in. Milenkovic is not there yet. Brian. Come on, Brian. There's a ball. Nobody's there. Okay. Almeida to Maffeo. Good. Castrovilli. Get it in there if you can. Back out. Maffeo. Come on. Castrovilli again. Almeida. Oh. Block shot. I hate those. Babaduka FC. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for the follow. There is Jason. Head it out, please. Good. Dusan. Takes a very wide run. It's a good block. Brian Esposito. Gotta score. And he has. Come on. First goal for us this stream. Scored by our top scorer. Sebastiano. An unbelievable player. It's got to be said. An absolutely fantastic player. Early on in the game as well. Hopefully that draws them out because I don't like this formation. The 5-6 players in a very defensive formation is really frustrating. Okay. So far, so good. Inter Milan's 0-0. How's Lazio getting on? Juve's 1-0. Cagliari's taking off some points against people. Almeida, come on. Milenkovic is there. Lazio's gone 1-0 up. Esposito. I think it's going to die out. Yeah. Good free kick goal. Okay. Get Kwame in. He had a chance last game. He did nothing. Okay, half time. It's a good first half. Really, it was just missing a second goal. We've dominated them, really. They had one shot. We've had 9. It's just missing that second goal. Whoever gets that second goal determines how the rest of this game is going to be played out. If we get it, which looks like we could be getting a penalty here. And it's given. Almeida, is he going to take it? I think that is Thiago. It is. And it's 2. It's 11th goal of the season. 52nd minute. Again, 6 or 7 minutes into each half, we have managed to pick off a goal. So that's good. Lazio's 2-0 now. Milan's losing to Spezia. Juve has now found themselves in 3rd place just because of how bad everybody else is doing. Even though they were down to 10th at one point. Not so long ago either. Okay. We can afford to rest some players now. Let's put on out Gutierrez. I want to see if Wilfred Gnonto can start scoring again. Vitor Ferreira. Let's bring on Christopher Ayer. And we're going to stick him on a defensive. And see the game out. Millie, how are you doing, mate? Can one of my mods do a nice little shout out, please, for Mr. Jordan Millie? Lovely stuff. Very comfortable win. We're going to get a 3rd here. That'll be good. Cleared. Orgello's going to pick up the loose ball. Esposito! It's unlucky. It's unlucky, Sebastiano. And it's 2-0. Good. Right, we're back in the groove. Good win. Still 5 points clear. 5 points clear. By the way, viewers, I have purchased a new game. And now that the Twitch partner application was rejected again, I would like to start streaming other games. So I'm thinking of doing 2 Football Manager saves, Football Manager streams a week, and 1 other game. If you're all up for that. I'd love it if you still like to come across and watch the streams, no matter what game it is. I appreciate it. If not, I understand if Football Manager is the only thing you like to watch. I get it. Just doing some scouting after managing to qualify for the Champions League with St. Pauli. Nice. Good man. What's the other game going to be? So, I have 2 or 3 games in mind. One of them, Sunset Overdrive. I've seen Sid the Editor play it. And I thought, this looks like a really good game. So I'm interested in doing that one. Sunset Overdrive. Maybe some F1 streams, which would be extra. I'm thinking about doing that as extra. And Cyberpunk. I've got Cyberpunk and I haven't played it yet. I bought it back when it came out. It was supposed to come out like 3 weeks before. No, about 3 months before this Football Manager came out, and then it was delayed until December. So that's the reason why I've never played it. But I don't play enough other games. I wanted to do some F1. Really looking forward to it next week. Me too. Me too. I've never played the F1 games, so I want to make sure I'm not shit on them before we all start doing online, because we're going to be doing online ones, right? Like the FM community loves playing F1. They did last year, so we're going to do it again this year. Cyberpunk would be cool to watch playing on the PS5 at the moment. Is it good? I can't wait. I've managed to stay away from any like spoilers and stuff and just see clips of the game. It's not very good at all. Okay, Anel is getting better. Also, we hit a milestone today, viewers, by the way, on the YouTube channel. 2 million views. 2 million. Incredible. Takes a while to get into, and I'm crap, so there's that. Don't worry, my friend. If you ever watched me playing it, I would be exactly the same. Now, I haven't really played any other games other than Football Manager or Among Us for, gotta be a long, long time. A very long time. See, I'm thinking the Thursday, Saturday slot will still be for Football Manager, but the Tuesday slot, which is usually really like, there's a lot of people who are on Tuesdays, so it's my lowest viewed day of streaming. I'm going to change the game up for that Tuesday stream. Maybe even starting this week. I've got a week off, so I've got time to prepare and get stuff ready for it. Practice playing the games or whatever. Okay, one more game, then it's Liverpool, away, in that Champions League. Would you consider FIFA? Probably not. FIFA, I've just got a thing against FIFA now, because I spent a lot of money and a lot of time during Weekend League for very little reward, and it very much changed my mood. And I was a very grumpy, angry man when I played FIFA. No worries, Jace. Make sure you're back for that Liverpool game, mate. Okay, Roma. We're gonna have to rest a few players here. I'm thinking Castrovilli will be one of them. Uriel Celli could be another one, to be honest. Maybe Maffeo. Oh, Marquardt's injured. Maybe not then. I think we just do that. We'll swap those two. Bang, there we go. Most of the streamers on FIFA bring out the worst in people. Yeah. I haven't played it for a long time, to be fair, but just don't enjoy it. Let's give Rodrigo Gomez a game as well. I haven't played him enough, to be honest, Rodrigo Gomez. Might be stunting his growth, to be honest, because he did look like at one point he was getting better and better. Frank Lampard is the manager of Roma here, which is quite funny. Zaniolo still there. Pellegrini's still there. Okay, Calafiori's still there too. Quite a slow defender there in Kumbula, but Ibanez is quite quick. Ibanez. It's still Roma, though. Okay, so it's like really early highlight. Are they going to punish us here? They are. Oh, he's at the post. Was that a save? I think that might have been a save, you know? I think that was an incredible save by Dragowski. He's got a 7.2 already. That tells me that was a good save. Why did he just get the ball? He just literally threw it to him. Right, Anel. Milenkovic. Nothing silly, please. The Harry Maguire and John Stones of the Fiorentina team. Bit too much. Brian Gill was running all the way through. Oh, Brian. Gutted. Brian's going to take the free kick. Pings it in. We've got Uriel Celli coming back. Maybe we'll give Uriel Celli a game off the bench so that we can start him in that next game. After giving his legs a little bit of a run out. Oh. Dusan wins it. Very misplaced pass. Esposito plays it back in. Gives it back to him. He somehow got it back. Don't know how. No idea how. And somehow he scored. I mean, fair play. It's 2 gifts from Roma there. 2 gifts. I'll take it. Kumbula, I think, might have been the problem there. They weren't quick enough. And Lazio's got 1-0 down against Sampdoria. 8 points clear if it stays as it is. Long way to go, though. Only 11 minutes in. Long, long way to go. Esposito. Fiorentina. There he is. Oh. Block shots. Hate them. Hate them on this game. Is he onside? I think he is. Pull it back. Penalty! We'll take a penalty. Oh yeah, with Almeida off the pitch. Esposito's going to take it. Scores! I love it. Number 99. Oh! What an assist that is! That is an insane free kick. Absolutely insane free kick. 3-0 up. Away. And with some rested players too. Uh-oh, don't concede now. Don't concede now. Zaniolo. He's their talisman. Of course he is. Don't want to see it. Looks like Edin Dzeko's having a poor game. He might be struggling a little bit. He is up against 2 very quick and strong defenders, which might be a problem for him. Keep them in their pockets. The Rami, Herrera, good clearance. Only as far as Calafiori though. Cannot let them attack again. It's too easy. It's way too easy. Dzeko. Way too easy for them. Come on. Don't concede another before half time. That's disgraceful. Good. Right. Half time, please. No. Right. This is not on. Good clearance. Win that. Second ball. Oh, not even the third ball. We're waiting for them to make mistakes. That's not good enough. Right, here we go. Minute and a half to make something of this. There it is. That's a lovely ball. Oh, it's too far. Pavlenka, who's that? Do I know who that keeper is? Oh, hello. Vitor Ferreira. Or Vitinha, for some reason he's called that in the game. That is dreadful. Is that all that highlight was for? That is shocking. Why are they wasting our time with that? That is horrendous. Okay. We started off so well. And then the end part of that second half was absolutely dire. Okay, let's demand more. I think it is about time. Oh, we'll see how this plays out. I was going to say it's about time to bring on Urail Milenkovic. Oh, it's a good header. It's unlucky. It's about time we bring on Urail and give him a bit of a run out. And maybe Christopher Ayer instead of Gutierrez. I think we'll leave it at that for the time being. Can't wait for the Euro final. I reckon Saka, Sterling and Mount again behind Kane. Yeah, I don't think he will change it. I don't think he will. He's not really the type of person to change it. And that is the only thing that worries me. Because I think in that Denmark game, where he only made one substitute change before the 90, we haven't rotated enough to keep playing this team throughout the whole tournament. That's the only thing that worries me. Because people are coming off the bench and they've had not enough match experience. They're playing like 10 minutes here and there. It's nowhere near enough to make a big impact. Esposito, come on. Oh, fires in. And that's the only thing that worries me. Connor Cody and White and obviously Ramsdale, they've had no game time whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know. And I think in that Denmark game, if they scored within like the 75th minute or the 80th minute and then he's making changes, it's too late. We should have gone out and tried to win that game in the 90. I know we went on and won the game anyway, so we shouldn't really be complaining too much because at the end of the day, he got it right because we won the game. We're through to the final. It just worries me slightly that he's just taken too long to make a sub. Like one sub in 90 minutes when you get 5 subs. And our team is bloody good enough to do it. We've got good enough players to come on and change in those roles easily. I don't mind the subbing Grealish thing as well. I don't mind the subbing Grealish out even after he's come back, even after he's been a sub to change the system. I agree with that. And it worked because we were able to just keep the ball and they never really created any chances, did they? I mean, that 90 passes, whatever it was, wasn't 90, but the stupid amount of passes we made in extra time was down to us changing the shape and giving ourselves like a lot of diagonal passes for each other. Chelsea! Oh, although I do kind of wish that sometimes they just went and attacked the goal. Because the amount of times where we could have gone on and scored a third there, it was very irritating. And like, no, that's running in the corner. Yeah, but if you score another one, you don't need to. But oh well, the job was done. Tomorrow is a new game. It is the final. Good point about waiting to sub too long, especially with so many allowed. That's the only thing that worries me. Because, like, I mean, some of these players now are going to come on without, like, playing 10 minutes in the last, like, week or so into a final, when really I'd like to have seen a little bit more minutes from other players. Italy will push us if we cannot change quickly. I agree. Italy will proper punish us if things aren't working out. And then they are the best team in the world at sitting back and just soaking everything up. They want you to cross the ball in them. This game is good as done. We've been able to rest a few players. Esposito is firing goals. He's now going to go on and score again. Oh, what a shot that was. Keeper dived the wrong way. And we have Liverpool next. Urail. Vitinha. Rodrigo Gomez scores. I'm glad because he hasn't been doing that well. He's on a 6.6 as we can see down there. That will change now. That was a good finish. Plenty of pace around their centre-backs will cause issues if Kane plays up against them. They will love that. Yeah, that's the only thing, isn't it? I think Kane will, again, play a bit more of a deeper role. And I'd probably like... Do you know what? I think the three at the back formation might work a lot better against Italy, because we could create like width and have Saka and Sterling. The trouble is Sterling doesn't do it. Sterling doesn't sit right on the end of and make those like darting runs for Kane to find him first time. He always comes back, and that's something that bothers me slightly. But do exactly what they were doing to other teams and have like a Spinazzola just causing chaos with Luke Shaw. That's a good goal. I'm happy for Rodrigo. He's 19 now. Porto received 8.25 million. Oof, that's a lot of money for 50 league games. We've still got 71 in the bank though. We're all good. It's deja vu all over again. Esposito leading as a top scorer like Strasbourg. You love to see it. Liverpool next. Liverpool next, come on. Gutierrez out injured, that's fine. Firmino, Salah, Mane, João Felix, Alaba, Florento, Luis. It's not a bad team. All they've done is improve that team. Don't know how we managed to beat them. Definitely 3 at the back will be against Italy, as they will allow us to retain the ball as they did against Spain. I agree. And I think Kyle Walker as a right centre-back is a lot stronger than Kyle Walker as a right wing-back. I'd play Reece James in front of him. Reece James's crossing is ridiculous. Like, yes, Kieran Trippier is okay, and like set pieces, Kieran Trippier likes to take them, but I haven't seen. I don't see like Kieran Trippier's free kicks or corners and go, oh, that's the reason why we got to play him. Like James Ward-Prowse. Like if James Ward-Prowse was, if we took James Ward-Prowse, he'd be perfect to play in that 3-4-3. We play him on the right hand side of midfield. He'd be brilliant there because he takes set pieces. He's very good at ball retention. I don't know. It's hard to question what he has done because he's got us to our first ever final since '66. But at the same time, it's like the decisions are weird. No. Everybody's okay though, aren't they? Yeah. So it's just that I need to do. Swap those two round. Yes. James looks timid for England. Not sure if it's him or the manager / tactics. Doesn't help that there's usually only 1 or 2 guys in the box. He looks up half of it. Half thinks pass it back. Yeah. We've seen it against Denmark when they put 3 massive centre-backs on Kane. Kane just didn't go in the box. And every time we created good opportunities, there was nobody in the box. And about 3 or 4 times, we were playing the ball across and it would just go right across the keeper because nobody was there to tap it in. He's too afraid of being beat in the air. He was searching for the ball. Probably drop Rice and play Mount with Phillips and have Grealish in the AMC, but he ain't changing those DMs for me. No, I don't think so either. I've seen people say about Henderson coming in for Rice for the big match experience. I wouldn't be opposed to that, but I don't think he'll do it. Tara Mings and Simon Kier as the 2 DCs on Euro's top 11. What do you think, guys? Maguire's been so much better than Mings. Because although he's also done it defensively, Mings was great, don't get me wrong, but Maguire going forward has just given us a complete new element to the game. And it's just played so much better alongside Luke Shaw. Like, just giving the ball a short all the time. His distribution, Harry Maguire, is so good. And he's been a threat. I like Mings, don't get me wrong. I think he played very well. Arguably, he didn't deserve to be changed, but that change was necessary in the end. Because it works better. Oh, they scored early. They've scored early. So far, they're through. Rice and Phillips both probably had their worst games this tournament versus Denmark, in my opinion. I also agree on that. Got ran about. Although I think Calvin Phillips was worse against Scotland than he was against Denmark. I think against Denmark, he was just probably his quietest game against Denmark. But the Scotland game was his worst game. Mount was my main issue. He was invisible outside of set piece taken. He did a couple of bits defensively, which I don't think unless you focused on him, you wouldn't notice. I've seen somebody post about it, and then I kind of started watching for it in the game, and I've seen it. Shaw's player of the tournament for me. It's hard to argue with that. I can't see where Shaw's put a foot wrong. Oh, no. Oh, for me, no. Going to Anfield's tough, viewers. Going to Anfield is tough. Come on, Fiorentina. We need to score 2. Don't concede again, for Christ's sake. Oh, wow. Well, we still need to score 2. 2 now takes it to extra time. Even though France was knocked out, I'd add Kante in my Euros top 11. He was brilliant. I think he was only good in a couple of those games, though. That's my problem. Whereas I think Barella's been good in all of the games. Esposito, come on! What a header. Barella's been fantastic. Who else has been good centre? I mean, Calvin Phillips. It's hard to argue to not put him in. Free header. (3-1) already. It's only half an hour gone. We got kickoff highlight. Here we go. Win that. Yes. Yes, please. Oh. Kane kept dropping into Mount's area. I feel it would happen less if Grealish or Foden. I found it funny that our best / most fluid moments were when we were time wasting with Foden linking with everyone playing the 10 role. That was quite funny, but that was also because they were drawn out so much. Like they pushed forward and they changed formation. For a lot of the time, they just played 3 at the back and just swamped out Kane, which is the reason why he dropped off. How has that been headed in? Pogba looked so much better even after years, and it was because he had Kante to free him. Yeah, doesn't add that, Man United. Maybe if we get Camavinga, he will. I'm 33 and to be honest, never thought I'd see us reach a final, so either way, tomorrow will be amazing. I agree. Let's just enjoy the situation, isn't it? Like, I can't stand these people who are like, oh, it's corrupt. UEFA corrupt. England was made to be in the final. It's like, do you really think Germany just allowed us to win? Do you really think that's what happened? Come on. Fucking corrupt. Are you joking? Just because one dubious penalty. Oh, no. Oh, how has that happened? No. God. Disgusting. Get him off. What's the yellow? Come on, we need something to happen here. We're all playing really well and we're playing shit. Highlight before half time. Please be for us. Please score a goal. Make this interesting for us. Here we go. Esposito. He ran past the keeper and then tried chipping him. What are you doing? Plenty of salt in Europe. Luke, we are the Millwall of international football. No one likes us. We don't care. I like the fact that no one likes us. I find it even more funny. UEFA are corrupt because the Denmark situation. Nothing about favouring England, at least in my opinion. I agree with that. They should never have made Denmark play the same day. Never, never, never. The emotional trauma that they've just gone through, and they're like, oh yeah, really sorry about that, but can now you play the game of football that we were supposed to be playing? It's like, fuck off. Cheetah, hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, we're going to be out. Okay, I've got an idea. Got an idea. Gaetano. Sacrificing Gaetano. João Felix is the problem here. João Felix is the problem here. So let's... Oh, we don't have the right back. Shit. Just got to carry on. Let's stick Aya on him. Win the ball off him. In fact, we need to win the ball off everybody. My Zurich save, I left them and moved to Boa Vista. Nice. How are you getting on in Boa Vista? 8.7 he's on right now. Let's see if that comes down with Christopher Aya. 8.6. There we go. It's already working, viewers. It's already working. Don't you panic. Thank you very much, DeGamer, for the follow. Real Chelly, come on. Oh, he's at the post. Oh, he should be level. Kjær deserves massive respect for how he handled the Eriksen situation. The most harrowing thing I've seen on a football pitch. I agree. Him and the whole Danish team, really, obviously, but him and Schmeichel, for me. I already had huge respect for Schmeichel, but Simon Kjær as well. Oh. Win that. Oh. What skin is this? FM Renzi is the skin. Oh, Florentino Luis, really? Thank you very much, Withix, for the follow. Getting absolutely battered. Okay. That's us done. We're out of the Champions League. It's so frustrating after winning the first leg too. Very frustrating. Uh-oh. I mean, this is now embarrassing. Let alone frustrating. Oh. And Felix is up to a 9.6. That did not work at all. It's not a penalty. Sterling, Foden, Sancho, a man can dream. I saw Pedri and Olmo get to Italy. We can too with the right moves. Do you know what? I actually agree with you there, Jack, because when I watched the Italy-Spain game, at the start of the game, I was like, I really hope Spain wins, because I don't think England can beat Italy. After watching that, I'm like, I'm fucking glad Italy went through, because they looked tired. They looked so tired when they had Spain's young, hungry players just running at them non-stop. They were defending for their lives, Italy, and they are unfortunately the best at doing that, and that's the reason why it only stayed at 1-0, and for the fact that Oyarzabal cannot hit a ball, and Morata misses chances, and they don't have a clinical striker, which we do. I think we are more clinical, but they are so good at creating chances that I think we would have struggled to keep them quiet the whole game. Now, that's not saying that Italy don't have that same thing. I think they have arguably the best midfield in world football. Like better than Argentina and Brazil as well, with like the likes of Barella. I mean, they got like Castrovilli on the bench and barely used him. Like, do you know what I mean? That's disgusting. But the likes of Barella, Verratti, Jorginho, unfortunately, is actually a really good player as well, despite what a lot of people think of him. Chelsea fans will probably argue different. But I really do rate their midfield, and I think that's what we'll struggle against the most, is the midfield battle. And going forward, of course, they've got a few players who could cause us a lot of problems. The only thing I'm thinking is that defensively, they are very old and not exactly the very pacey. They are, of course, some of the best defenders that have ever lived in Chiellini and Bonucci, especially as a partnership. I just think it's going to be such an interesting tie. I really hope it's not a boring one. So far, like, England have had some of the boring games. But also England have had some really entertaining games, especially the last couple, for an England fan anyway. It's so hard to know how good these teams are in a short tournament with unbalanced schedules. Yeah, very true. If you want to beat Jorginho, you've got to put high pressure on him. Oh, hello, Matt. Matt, thank you very much for the raid, my friend. How's it going in Norway? How's the build of a nation? I'm very glad that you raided over now and not 5 minutes ago when we were getting battered by Liverpool. But there we go. No one mentioned the Liverpool result. My mistake. Already done it. Finished up the save today. Wow, did you win the Champions League today? Is that the end of the save? As in, like, you win the Champions League? Or is it a different kind of task to do? Third Champions League win. Oh, Christ, you smashed that. Nice. That's awesome, mate. What have you got planned for the next one? But welcome, Raiders. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much, Matt, for the raid. I am Luke, by the way, if you didn't know. And this is the Journeyman. We're only 3 seasons in. But so far it's going alright. We're top of the league. We've just been knocked out of the Champions League. And we're in a cup final. So the treble dream is over. But we're going to continue and see if we can win the league. 58 points, 8 points clear of Lazio. It's going well so far. Lower League African Club. Oh, wow. That is entertaining. Do you know what? Because obviously a lot of it's all downloaded leagues, isn't it? Because the fact that they've only got South Africa on there, which I really hope changes in the future. I really hope they get licensed leagues for other countries too. I downloaded a few leagues once. I did a Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, did those sort of leagues. And it was so much fun just managing different clubs that usually I just pinch their players for. And the amount of like unbelievable players that you can fully get is immense. I want a fully licensed Burundian 4th tier. I mean, the fact that we can't get the Kenyan conference is a shambles. And SI need to look at themselves in a mirror. Disgraceful. All I want is to play it as a Kenyan non-league team. And do I get that? No. I just want to play an online save with 2 teams, with my mates from Niger, and see how we get on. Do we get an F- from the Liverpool game? Probably. But we're not mentioning it. We're going to ignore that. Rename Nonto to Tonto. Why? Thank you very much for the follows that are coming in from Matt's Bread. I really do appreciate it, guys. If you have nothing to do this afternoon now that Matt's gone off, I would love for you to stick around. We're just enjoying some chat about the game tomorrow. We're just talking world football. Earlier on, we're speaking about the Barcelona situation. So if you've got anything that you want to discuss, feel free to pop it in the chat. We can have a little conversation about it. Because I think world football right now is at one of its interesting points. And Brian Gill is going to score a wonderful goal. What a ball that is, by the way. World football is at a very interesting point right now. Of course, we've got the Coppa America even. That finishes tonight. Coppa Italia is something that I have later on. So, yeah, the Coppa America between Brazil and Argentina is happening tonight. Neymar versus Messi. Then, of course, we have the England versus Italy game. We were just discussing whether Spain would have been a better opposition for England, but I kind of changed my mind during the game, and I don't know. Italy's defence, I think we can get at them. Definitely can't bump balls into them, but their midfield is just, you look at their midfield and it's terrifying. Verratti, Barella, even Jorginho. I don't know how we're going to win that midfield battle. But that's what makes it very exciting. Anel! Anel, where did that come from? That's his left foot. He's a centre-back. 6'5" centre-back is just battering in goals from outside the box on the half volley. Oh, it's just inside the box. Bang! It wasn't his left foot, but we'll still take it. What a... Oh. He has the best international kit. Is it Brazil? I mean, Nigeria's is quite sexy, isn't it? Very sexy kit. Because he is the loyal horse that follows you around. Exactly. Alright, we'll go for that. Want to watch the Coppa final, but we'll be on my ass for the Euro final after. What time is the Coppa America final? Because I definitely want to watch that. We have a red card. That's not good. It is for our left back, though. So we can make a little change, do a little dance, make a bit of love, and just pretty much get down tonight. Let's go for that. Put my advance forward. 35 minutes in. We're 2-0 up. Hopefully we can see this game out still. Have you heard about what happened to the Benfica chairman? I have not. What's happened to the Benfica chairman? Has it happened in like the last hour or so? 1 AM UK. Oh, it's late. It's very late, but I might be willing to stay up for that. How the heck did this Sunday end up being a full sports day? Well, it's going to be a fun one. I'm going to watch it with my dad. Mainly because my wife said, you cannot watch it here, Luke, because it's on at 8 o'clock. And the last time England played an 8 o'clock game, you woke Max up when you cheered. Which is fair enough. I celebrated the Ukraine 4th goal. And from that, it woke him up. Why was I celebrating the 4th goal when it's Jordan Henderson as well? Him and his son got found for tax fraud. Oh dear. He got arrested. Shit. Oh, I mean, Webfoot has just asked the best question ever. Hello, Dean. Look at Dean flip flirt. Look. Hello, baby. Whoa. Dino. I'm a married man, Dean. Come on. Euros is okay. The Coppa America is decent. But the important question is, will FM22 start with Lionel Messi on a free transfer? What a question. We did kind of speak about it earlier, so apologise to anybody who was there when I was talking about it. But I think this is going to be just incredibly interesting. Get in, Almeida, 3-0. We should be comfortable now. It's going to be incredibly interesting because I can't see Messi not going to a club. I think he'll eventually go to Barcelona. I think he'll stay at Barcelona. They'll work a way around it. But how, I don't know. They're going to have to offload so many players for free. I think that's the only way they can do it. They can't say to a club like, oh, can you buy Coutinho offers for 30 million, please? And that club go, well, no, because he's on like 200k a week. I ain't paying that and 30 million. Give him to us for free, and we'll take him off your hands. Pjanic is another one. I don't think they'll get rid of Griezmann. I think they'll try and keep hold of Griezmann. But I think I mean, we see on Football Manager, don't we? They've got We all know Football Manager players that they've got an insane youth team coming through. They've got Pedri, Ansu Fati's already in the first team now. They've got Ilyas Mariba, of course. Akamak is there. Balde at left back. I don't know about any centre backs, but they've just signed Eric Garcia. Serginho Dest is going to be there for a while. So they have got some really good youngsters coming through. The question is, how long is it going to be before they have to rely on these players as a first team thing, and how long is it going to be before they start losing their rank with obviously trying to bed these players in? I think it's going to be really soon. It could even be this season that we're going to see a starting lineup of about 5 or 6 of those players starting. Marriage these days means nothing. True. Touche. Let's make some subs. Let's make some bloody subs, shall we? Right, Christopher Ayer, Thiago Almeida. Let's go. Fiorentina, we love you. There's talk about all the Spanish clubs going together and paying his wage because of how important he is to the Spanish league. Imagine that. And people say UEFA is fixed to England. That is fixed. That's terrible. They sign a kid for 10 million, then have released him, and now he's suing them for wrongful dismissal. Do you know what Dante used to say to Beatrice? Look at my Orgello. Okay. Who is stupid enough to get Pjanic? Was a bench warmer for almost 4 years. I mean, he was a good player. But they swapped him with Artur, which I don't understand because he was decent. How's the injury? It's not too bad, actually. Not too bad now. It was just awful pain, so it's like down here. I pulled a muscle in between my ribcage. Ding! Dean, thank you very much for the 2 gifted subs, my friend. Really do appreciate it. Outlaw Wolf has now subscribed for 7 months in a row. I don't know how many of those have been gifted, but still. What a win that was, by the way. 4-1. Weren't really paying attention because of the conversation was flowing. But what was really good was Lazio drew against Napoli. So we are now 10 points clear. 10 points clear. With just the cup final to go for in the future. Now, the only problem is, because we're in 2023, we're coming off the back of the World Cup being played. So we only actually played 1 game in November until the December there. So because of that World Cup, we missed a few games, like all the way down to there. So we've got to play them all now. And that's why from April and May, we've pretty much got a game every 3 or 4 days. But there we go. Do you see them selling Fati or Pedri to fund Messi's contract? No. I think long-term plan, you need to keep those 2. And Mariba and players like that. I think they'll be keeping those 2. Rupigia, I don't know how you say his name, but he's another one as well. Spanish League is a joke, to be fair. They've thrown all the money at Real and Barca. If they could pull their finger out and keep honest revenue towards the other teams, they would be better off. Only reason the Prem is the best, most popular, is marketing, and the teams are mostly all rich as fuck. That's true. Atletico Madrid, what they seem to do is outstanding, to be honest. I can give you any tips you want about Italian culture for your Italian save. I mean, we're 3 seasons in, but sure, fire away. Pedri and Fati only have 12 months left on their contracts at the moment. That's scary. That's because they're going to want big contracts as well. They're going to want massive contracts. The situation that Barcelona is in is just absolutely fascinating. Imagine Aguero, Depay, and Eric Garcia have to go out on loan because they can't register them. Where would they go? I'll take Aguero at United. Or Eric Garcia. I'll take either. Both. I will take both. And Depay, I'll take all 3. United can afford their wages. We need a centre-back. We could do with 2 really good experienced strikers from South America. And we could do with giving Depay another chance at United. He's a lot better now. He's probably learned from his lesson. Fati and Pedri must stay. If they sell them to finance new Messi's contract, it's suicidal. If you think about it as well, they've actually only got 6 months to nail them down, because in that January, that's when, like the situation with Alaba can happen, They could leave. Aguero to Chelsea, is that wishful thinking? At least Laporta is president. I expect him to convince a few players to stay. Yeah, that's one thing that's backing them, isn't it? Ahead to Pai has had to agree to a 30% wage drop already, and he hasn't even played a game yet. He just wants to play for Barcelona, doesn't he? I think Tammy Abraham and Tuchel have made up. He looks happy. Do you think he'll play, though? Because it's all well and good saying, oh, I'm happy, but do you think he'll play? Because basically, Tammy Abraham, if it wasn't for Tuchel, would probably be in the Euro squad right now. Because he was doing very well up until the point where Tuchel came in. And Tuchel doesn't like really playing a striker, does he? The out-and-out striker. He kind of likes the false nine, the shadowless striker role. Shadowless striker? The shadow striker role in Kai Havertz. Want Tammy Abraham at Brighton. Could get us mid-table. I mean, definitely Brighton need a striker. Barrett, so you a Brighton fan, my friend? Because there's a lot of people talking about how good your manager is. And I'm quite intrigued. And we spoke about it before, about if Gareth Southgate was to leave England for whatever reason, whether he left or was sacked, like who would be good enough to replace him, considering the fact that we like to keep English managers now. He would be one of them, Graham Potter. Would you say he would be good enough? Tactical, apparently he's a bit of a tactical wizard. He's great in my opinion, because I think really he's done a fantastic job to manage to keep you up again, despite you not exactly having one of the best teams in the league, which is generous. Aren't Madrid also £900 million in debt? The lesser Spanish teams must be rubbing their hands. Yeah, I think they also have problems, because we also mentioned earlier as well the fact that obviously Ramos is gone. Varane wants to leave. And all they're doing is bringing in Alaba, who I don't think is a very good centre-back. Unless he's playing in a back three. What are they going to do at centre-back? Because they don't have enough money to buy anybody. So who's going to play centre-back for them? Who would play centre-back for them? They got Eder Militao, but I think that Militao is like... Is he 5'10", 5'11"? So he's not... Again, he'd be good in the back three. But you would kind of hope to have two massive players at the same time as that. Militao's more of a left back. I thought he was right back. Isn't he right back? Okay. Going back to the save, we're about to play an Inter Milan team that has Jordan Henderson there. Barella, Brozovic, Lukaku. We need some tight marking on Lukaku. And we'll put Milenkovic on him. Mark him tight if you can. That'd be great. Honestly, I think this season already Tuchel is looking at bringing the youth players in. He watches the youth players train a lot. But then why would he loan out Billy Gilmore? He likes players who play multiple positions like White. He develops young players like Lamptey. He has changes from a team happy to be in the EPL to a team who are confident with the ball and need someone to convert the chances. I agree with that. Yes, 1 minute in and Anel Ahmedhodzic has scored a goal for us. I'm a United fan. I give up my firstborn for Varane. But I'm still not convinced he is using United to get a huge deal from Madrid. I mean, we've seen Sergio Ramos do that multiple times, haven't we? But at the same time, the Fabrizio Romano, who's a man I trust, said he wants to leave. Goldbridge is kind of on the 75% train for Varane. I would love it. Him and Camavinga. What a summer transfer window that would be. Thank you very much for the follows coming in, by the way. H-Root and Mia. If I've missed anyone, thank you very much. If you've come away from your screen and then all of a sudden come back and you're no longer looking at the lovely face and hair of second yellow card Matt, welcome. Jordan Henderson missing a header. Premier League season starts 13th of August, I believe. I cannot wait. Yep, only a month after. Camavinga might go Chelsea. No, cheater. You're wishing that he went Chelsea. Why would you get Camavinga when you've got Kante? Bernardo, thank you very much for the follow. Why isn't Liverpool offering a deal for Varane? I think you just signed Konate, haven't you? So you've got Konate, Van Dijk, who's coming back this season, Joe Gomez, who's coming back this season, Matip, who's coming back, as well as the player you also just signed, as well as Nat Phillips. Loads. Good half from us, from Fiorentina here. Fabrizio Romano mentioned it on his Twitter. If Fabrizio said it, I believe it. Hope Maguire continues his form for United next season. I agree. He's been great for us. He's been good for England. What a tackle from Milenkovic on Lukaku. That's exactly why I stuck him on there. Here we go, Chele. Good ball for Dusan. That's a step over. What a ball. Esposito. Boom! Esposito. 2-0. Come on. 3-part documentary on Varane. Prime, I think. Maybe love him. You want him in your dressing room. Is it English dubbed? Or is it all with, like, subtitles? Not very good with subtitles. I lose interest. Overlap FM, thank you very much for the follow. I think if United get Varane, you'll be running City close. I think we're still maybe a player or two short from that. Definitely a Camavinga as well would be great. Fabrizio making bank off his Twitch and YouTube now. Better than all the fake news channels. I'm happy for him because he's done it for years and years. He's been great. It's about time he did that. I reckon if he set up an OnlyFans, he could make a lot of money too. Don't know why I said that. Weird. Hello, Greeno. How you doing, mate? Premier League Championship is where it's at, says the Bournemouth fan unconvincingly. What do you think of your chances this year for Bournemouth? Esposito. 3-0. Esposito, the former Inter Milan man, destroying them. Imagine their surprise when they all come back to the squad and find Varane putting on the Liverpool jersey. Here we go. Unzips. Oh, good fun. Good fun. Their midfield cannot handle us. Skriniar can, though. Skriniar can. We have not won this game yet. Fiorentina. Come on. Nothing silly, please. Nothing silly, please. I think we need to make a change. Our midfield, although we have been dominating the game here, midfield have been fairly poor. Ball midfielder. Just go around, just chopping people if you can. That'd be great. Rodrigo Gomez for Thiago. We'll stick to that for the time being. Confirm those subs. Let's go. Talk of Brighton taking James off you guys. Props are loan to buy, and Rondon from Spurs had Potter had him at Swansea. Do you reckon James would do bits for us, Luke? I definitely do, because James is better suited to a counter-attacking team. Man United are not a counter-attacking team as such. A lot of teams that he's got to be offside, surely. What? How is that not offside? That's offside. Surely that's offside. That looked offside to me. Right. Time wasting always. Come on. Don't concede now. We're 3-0 up. Oh, wow. Good block. Not over yet. Hakimi. Don't bring him down. Don't bring him down. Throw in. Okay. Yeah, James, I think, will be quite good for Brighton. I really do. The pace that he has. And it might be good for him to play a long run of games because he's not going to get that at United. It's that corner. We'll be okay. Scott Parker in charge. I like Scott Parker, to be fair. As long as we don't sell Danjuma, Brooks, and Lerma. It'll take some convincing to stay for yet another championship season, I think. Yeah, Jefferson Lermo's is the big one, I think, for you. Did you see Alistair Black? Sorry, Malachi Black. Yes! I can't wait to watch that, to be fair. I'm going to watch that tonight. And my man, Andrade Cien. Now, when I was a massive NXT mark, those two are my favourite. So you can imagine my excitement now that they're both getting treated properly, as they should, on a decent wrestling promotion, because I'm sorry for anybody who still watches it, but WWE now is the drizzling shits. They are selling up. My friends are like, no, SmackDown's still decent. I'm like, no, you're only saying that because of Roman Reigns. The rest of them are terrible. James and Lamptey on the same side would be nuts. That would be good, to be fair. Big win against Inter Milan. We got the job done. Big win. Still 10 points clear, sorry. Esposito on 19 goals. We are dominating the average rating, though. Look at that. Lovely. And Uriel Celli, 15 assists. Incredible player. So nice to see Inter lose. Are you an AC fan? I used to watch Black when he was Tommy End in The Warehouse. Oh, wow. That's awesome. What company was that for? I've watched videos of him back when he was Tommy End at Progress. Fight Club Pro. I used to love Fight Club Pro. The Elite versus British Strong Style. Oh, yes, please. WWE bringing their fans back next week. That's when they'll start getting better storylines, I'd imagine. We're actually caring about the storylines. But they're getting ready to sell up. I'm telling you now. They're getting ready to sell up. I was there, so good. That is amazing. What a night of wrestling that is. Went to Fight Club Pro almost monthly for a couple of years. Do you know Dawn, then? Who used to go to pretty much every single one. Dawn Grace, I think she's called. Very attractive tattooed woman. Jim Uso got another DUI. Yeah, not looking good, is it? Lampard was just sacked from Roma. Oh, didn't see it. But that's good. Got 11 days to the next game. Okay. Has your youth intake come in? I don't think so yet. I think we've got a Golden Generation coming as well. Excellent group of players. Not a Golden Generation, but close. Maybe if I saw her, there was a couple of heavily tattooed girls who went. Okay. She's like quite, no, I wouldn't say a gothic girl, but I think she used to be the ring announcer. I don't know if she used to be a ring announcer or not. I can't remember what she used to say. But because I used to be heavily part of like British wrestling through podcasts and stuff, I got to know her quite well and met her at a few shows. But I know she used to go to Fight Club Pro all the time because she used to say, "Oh, come up, we'll get you tickets." And I'd be like, "Yeah," but I thought, "Nah, I can just watch it on their network." Are you a UFC fan, Luke? Do McGregor is finished if he loses against Dustin Poirier? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I follow it. I used to watch every single one when it was free on BT Sport, and I didn't used to do much on the weekend other than go out on the Friday night and then watch Match of the Day and go out and watch UFC on the Saturday. But I don't watch it as much anymore. But yeah, I feel like now, I mean, I've seen the comment where it's like he's only won one match, one fight since Barack Obama was president, which I thought was quite funny. Do you have any tasty regens coming through? We hopefully will do in this youth intake. Can you get a face and logo pack on Xbox? I am not sure, my friend. I don't think you can. Sometimes it feels like I'm the only person in the FN community who absolutely doesn't get wrestling. It's a weird one. It's violent soap opera. I just love it for the storylines. Love it for the storylines. And then from that, I can appreciate now that I'm an actual wrestler myself. I can watch a good match and enjoy it just by itself. Having watched the F1 2021 story mode Breaking Point, I am pumped. It comes out next week, right? I'm definitely going to get it. Definitely going to get it. He's not bad. Let's 17. He looks incredible. Christian Muller. I think though if Conor McGregor loses to Poirier, I don't think his career's over because he'll just fight somebody like Logan Paul and just get a bag load of money. And then he would just do like celebrity fights and come back to the UFC whenever he wants. Maybe even get into wrestling. I would not be surprised if we see him turn up in wrestling. Got F1 2021 on pre-order. I'm gonna have to do that tonight. I'm the same, mate. I watch WrestleMania and that's it. But what's some massive respect to anyone who does it. It hurts. I can tell you that. It definitely hurts. Hello, Daddy. It's been a while. How are you, mate? Welcome back. Wouldn't surprise me if Jake Paul shows up at the event again. Probably. He'll probably try and cause a scene, won't he? Logan Paul's alright, but Jake Paul's a twat. Are we signing anyone on pre-contract? We're not, are we? No. Chievo Verona, 18th place. $10 points clear, viewers. I can't believe we're 10 points clear. If we win this, that is special. Oh, there's the youth players. That's terrible. Daniele Russo. Oh, he's fucking dreadful. He is so bad. Oh, he is so bad. My face is in front of it. Don't worry, you're not missing out on much. Let's see if I can go for this one. There you go, so you can see the top. Awful. Rob Bentley. Terrible. McGregor in WWE would be epic. Could teach Reigns how to do a promo. Oh, he'd be fantastic in wrestling. Like, you'd only have to speak to Matt Riddle to know about how much his career could be completely changed. McGregor's a dick, but that's the kind of his cage character. Outside, he's less of a prick, but Jake is a cunt 24/7. True. Excellent group, my ass. Exactly. How good are you, Staff? Staff's doing alright. Our staff's not too bad, to be honest. Head of Youth Development is that one. Here's our Head of Youth Development. He's quite good, to be fair. But it's all random. It's if you look at our facilities, youth facilities, 3.5. Training facilities, 3.5. Like, it is still all random. Obviously, if we had like the best. We've only got good academy coaching, goofy recruitment. But at the same time, we're not really too bothered about it because this is a journeyman. So even if we did get the world's next best player, by the time he becomes the world's next best player, we would have left anyway. Don't know, punching old men in pubs, throwing shit at buses. McGregor is just a... You got a point, to be fair. So, yeah, we're not really too bothered about the youth intake. None of these players are going to impact our Fiorentina future because hopefully by season 5 we would have been gone. I do want to have a look at our reputation and see if we can grow on that. Because basically at the start of this save, we started this with 0 reputation and just coaching badges. So we started off with Sunday League experience. Nobody knew who we were, but we got some coaching badges. We have now grew ourselves to 2.5-star reputation, which is not bad really after 2.5 seasons. Very bad domestic player bias, but that's fine because we're going to be moving different clubs anyway, so it's not too bad. We got a horrible relationship with Simeone and Inzaghi, which is funny and I didn't really know about. But that's fine. So yeah, winning the league would definitely boost this. And hopefully would mean that for future job roles, they might actually consider us. Job centre right now, Vitor Guimarães has come up quite a few times, that one. Leipzig, that's quite an interesting one. Vincent Kompany's the leading candidate for that. But I want to stay away from the Bundesliga for the time being. He's at Wolves at the minute. What the fuck? What else is he going to do? Drop kick an old lady in heavy traffic. Exactly. It can't get any worse. I think the Mayweather fight killed McGregor's fight career. He has had money-won titles. I feel all he is doing is tainting his legacy. He's also just winning shed loads of money and trying to buy Man United. Do 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 do. You want to see a real tough guy? Flick on the Tour de France. Oh, when they fall over and scrape their knees. Oh. Rodrigo Gomez has picked up some positive personality traits. His sense of loyalty. That's good. Thiago Almeida's got another new developed trait. Tries long-range passes. He's got fucking shitloads of them. Luke, are you going to be wrestling or watching Reach at Tavi when Simon Miller is there? I'll hopefully see you there. Yes! I probably won't be wrestling. But I will definitely be there, my friend. So make sure you come over and say hi, Mick. Don't just be like hi and expect me to know who you are, though. Like, can't express that enough. Don't come on and be like hi and be like, hi. But yes, I'll 100% be there. When are you going to leave? More than likely end of next season or the season after that. This is 3rd season in, so it all depends. Like if we win the league this season, and we start getting good offers, we could even leave next season. I don't want to outstay our welcome. I'm going to do that on purpose now. Brilliant. Are you close to Tavistock, Mick? I love the last Tavistock show we did with Simon Miller against PJ Jones. That was a good match. I said, are you close to Tavistock, Mick? Did you manage to watch the first one where he came down? Oh, Captain! Not too bad at all then. Have you played Chivalry 2 yet? I have not, no. Alberto, thank you very much for the host, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Clearance. Come on. Oh, overplayed to Chelly. Pull it back though. Dusan. Oh, it's good shots. Unlucky. I've met Jason a few times. Keep asking me to join up and come do some training. Jason's hilarious. He is absolutely hilarious. You should though. You should train. It's such good fun. We had promo class yesterday with Eddie Ryan. Very good. To be fair, I'm much looking forward to what's going to happen between Joshua Usyk and the Fury Wilder fights this year. I'm gutted that they're not doing the Joshua Fury fights now. So frustrating. The match winners after these are going to sell a lot of cash, their match they schedule. Yeah, so annoyed that's not happening. Esposito, that is a fantastic girl. Brought that down beautifully. Come on. Or Jason's all hilarious. It's in their genes. Jason Donovan. Yeah, Jason Donovan. My favourite Jason. Biggest regret? Christ, that came out of nowhere, didn't it? My biggest regret is not starting content creation soon enough. I've been very open about that as well. I used to watch Dr. Benji and Work the Space when they had like 1,000 subscribers each. And I used to be like, oh, I'd love to do this. And I never did because I used to think that you needed to have a capture card, which was like 250 quid, and I was never going to buy a capture card. And I thought it was just way too technical for me. Because I'm not the best with software and stuff like that and technical stuff. But if I knew that it was as easy as downloading OBS, then I would have done it years ago. So that is my biggest regret, because I could be a lot further from where I am right now. And yes, I've just, you know, we've crossed 18,000 subscribers. I'm very grateful for that, and I'm very grateful for the growth that I've had during this FM and the how much growth the Twitch has had as well. But I kicked myself because I wanted to do it sooner. I just never did. I was too lazy. I could be doing this as a full-time job right now. Why do I do that? I don't have that loaded. There we go. Lazio's winning, still 10 points clear. I have no idea who that is, Chase. Voorhees, never heard of him. Let's get a third goal then. Secure this game. We can bring on some substitutes, make the game a little easier. Dusan. Oh, what a shot. It's unlucky. Are you in Australia? No, I'm in England. Do I sound Australian? Crikey, you might look the size of that koala. Oh my god, he's Australian. Friday the 13th character. Oh, that Jason. No, to be honest, horror films, not a big fan of them. I like thrillers. I like thrillers, so like The Purge and stuff like that, but horrors just don't really do it for me, to be honest. Especially the old ones, because obviously the effects and stuff have changed massively now. So I've never really watched them back. But I can't wait for the new Purge film. If anybody likes those films, I'm looking forward to that one. 2-1 up, and I'm taking off some of our best players. Confidence. So good, we're going to score before that even happens. Castrovili, there we go. Lovely stuff. Substitutes justified. Bit political here, but when we win the Euros, like that, I hope the players refuse to go to number 10, as I'm sure Boris will look to invite them over some shameless publicity. I agree. Sterling and Rashford have made more positive changes than he has. Barrett, completely agree. How do you play a save before starting over on average? What do you mean? No idea. We could do with an AC Milan goal here. That would be great. No. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Cool. Another good win. We roll on. Purge movies are insane. Imagine being alive to see such a scenario. Mental, wouldn't it? Apparently the new one, though, is a bit of a farce because it's like, oh, there are no rules forever. And it's like, well, that's not the whole point of the Purge films. The whole point of Purge films is it happens just once a year to stop crime. Now it's like, oh, we're just going to do it for good. No rules at all. That's just to me, that's just an apocalypse. 28 goals so far this season. Vitor Ferreira wants to sell him. I don't want to sell him. When's his contract up? Does he still want to be sold? How can you still be currently unhappy when we're doing this well? It makes no sense. We got the Coppa Italia final in 2 games time. We might actually play that. Wow, we have flown through these games today. How many games have we played? Our first game was Napoli. We haven't played many games at all. I thought we were long. Oh, fair enough. Thank you very much there for the follow. What advice do you have for someone starting off with 1860 Munich? Should my first task be scouting? I think my first bit of advice would be to use the loan market, get some players from the league above, potentially, and get some young players who are going to make you some money. Youth to go, baby. Literally a libertarian wet dream. No rules. Eintracht Frankfurt 1-0 up in a friendly. Come on. Bad boys upstairs want a promotion. I think they've got quite a decent team to begin with anyway. Pace. Physical attributes. Prioritise players with high physical attributes. I'm telling you now, the lower leagues, if you've got players that are fast, strong, and have good fitness, you will boss that league even if you have the worst technical players possible. Oh, 3 to 6 weeks. I mean, we've got Christopher Ayer, but that's annoying. Oh, it means he misses the Coppa Italia as well. Gutted. So basically, I need violence, speed, momentum. Yes. A lot of violence. Just went from last to first in an online race. Come on. Gustavo, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Who did Liverpool play in the next round? Dortmund. Oh, we could have beat Dortmund as well. Bass, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you to everyone, by the way, who's come in and stuck around from second yellow card stream. I really appreciate having you here. Seen a lot of new names today. I like that. I hope you decide to come back. Think, do you know what? That guy, that wrestler guy who was streaming Football Manager, he was good company. I'm going to come back and I'm going to join him on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays after Matt has finished streaming. Eintracht Frankfurt sold Andre Silva to Leipzig for 23 million euros and got Santos Borré for free. Any thoughts? They also got Santos Borré and Ali Akman, both for free. So yes, I am happy with that. Although Andre Silva is fantastic, and I'm gutted that he decided to go, especially to a club in the same league, and for such little cost as well, we got 2 free transfers of 2 players who have a lot of promise in the future. So that's quite good. I'm coming back. Good. I'm pleased. What's the goal with this save? Anything special? Just to try and... So basically we started off with 0 reputation. So ideally we become one of the best managers... Why did I do that? We become one of the best managers in the world and we're halfway there to be a 5-star reputation. Just want to win some titles. We're en route to doing that. Thank you very much. Enjoying all the follows coming in. Look at this. Oh, suspend as well. Right, okay. So Eagle's going to have to come in at left back. Eagle is going to have to come in at left back. Who else is out? We've got Rodrigo Gomez. You can come in. That's fine. Okay. All is not lost. Nobody panic. How do you start with 0 reputation? We had Sunday League experience. So we did Continental Pro license as the coaching badges, but we did 0 experience. So it's as if... how do I put it? Like Julian Nagelsmann, I don't think was a player. I don't think he was a football player. He was just a really good coach. So never played the game, but did all the coaching badges. And started off with Fiorentina. So we're basically an unknown. So at the start, nobody trusted anything we said. I was like, good game. And they were like, get fucked. Oh, bloody hell. Right. 1 minute in. Don't want to concede now. Definitely don't want to concede. We want to score, though. Uriel Celli. He's got more assists than anybody else in the league. Plays it back. Vitinha. Vitinha! Oh. What's the name of the skin? FM Renzi version 2, my friend. You type !skin, the link will pop up for you. It's coming home! Jake, let's hope so, my friend. Let's hope so. Luke, do you think a Euro win will change football within this country and would it have any social benefits? I think we'll be... Oh, what a goal that is. Whew. Good finish. I think it will take away the stigma of us just always just being really bad. It'd just be nice to say, you know, we won Euro 2020. I don't know whether it will change too much in football in general. And it's not the big one. Euro 2020 is going to be amazing if we do manage to win it, yeah, but I mean, the World Cup's the big one, right? You want to say you're the best team in the world, not just the best team in Europe. That being said, I will probably cry if we lose tomorrow. Is that Igor beaten in the air? No, Milenkovic. What? How tall is Cornelius? 6'4", fair enough. Not again. Go on, Vitinha. Lovely pass. One more. Esposito. Oh. So close. Good tackle. Not a penalty. Good. Esposito. That's bad play. Stanners, how are you, mate? Oh, really? Come on. Good ball. Find him. He's in there by himself. Dusan. Oh, that's 2 good finishes he's had. Lovely stuff. Thank you, Belosi, for the follow. We'll change something, maybe light a fire in football for England. They are the country that invented the game and they have won the World Cup 66. They should have achieved so much more. I mean, I think the trouble is, at the minute, if you think about like 10, 15 years ago when England apparently had their golden generation with Lampard, Gerrard, Rooney and all these amazing players, and everybody goes, oh, how do we never win anything then? Like, the reason why we never won anything then was that, did you see the Italians team? Or did you see the Brazilian teams? Like the Germany team? Like that Spain in 2012? Jesus Christ, there's not a bad player. There's not a player that isn't world class in that team. That's the reason why we've never won anything before. Whereas now, there isn't a team like that in world football. Everybody is just as good as each other. The Italians look great. That's a good header. But they have some weaknesses. I think the French look good, but their defence was a little ropey. And maybe they don't have... Like, Benzema's a great striker, but Benzema's not as good a striker as what he was 5 years ago. So I don't know. I just don't think there's as many good teams as what there was 10, 15 years ago, and that's the reason why potentially England have got to the final and could win it. Germany's nowhere near as good as what they were 4 or 5 years ago. I love the English community. Well, you are welcome here, my friend. Yeah, I cried too. I screamed into a pillow when Kane scored to avoid waking the kids. My missus just laughed at me for getting so emotionally involved in the game, but she knew I had this condition 13 years ago, so that's on her. I love that. I was exactly the same, my friend. I woke my son up for the 4th goal that Jordan Henderson scored against Ukraine. No one is fully world class, so upsets are possible now. Like 2015, Wales were ranked 117, 2016 Euro semis. Exactly that. Exactly that. Things have changed. What a pass that is. How has he missed? He's offside anyway. This is the golden generation, Luke. Maybe even the platinum generation. So many youngsters playing in elite clubs. I don't know about that. I think in like 3 or 4 years' time, that's when we'll be able to tell whether this is the golden generation. Because right now, our midfield is nowhere near as good as the midfield players that we had 10, 15 years ago. Like, Michael Carrick could not get a game for England. Do you know how outrageous that is? Michael Carrick, who was a starter and one of the best players for Man United in 2008 when we won the Champions League, could not get in to England's team. Oh, it's a good finish. Grealish and Sancho warm our bench. That's weird, isn't it? That's so weird. Foden warms our bench up. If only there was a way we could find a way of just playing all of them. What's your favourite player in France? Good question. In France. I like Ludovic Ajorque. Not bad. Fail. Kashvili. Dusan! Come on. Kamavinga. I'm going to go Kamavinga. He's my favourite. Don't forget, a lot of these players' generations have won the under World Cups also. But also at the same time, they didn't make the tournament this year, the England, because Adi Boothroyd is a dreadful manager. Let's make some changes, shall we? We've only made one so far. Vlahovic has a hat-trick. Go on, son. Hat-trick hero. Dusan. Lazio winning 2-1. Inter winning 1-0. Juve winning 2-1. Still 10 points. Imagine dropping a prime Rio in our team now. Oh my god, yeah. But Greece won the Euros, and they had no world-class players, just a good team. They just know how to play, didn't they? They just very defensively, worked the set pieces, very clever. I think that was also a very transitional year, though, because France had the downward spiral. Because obviously 2006 they'd make the final, but lose the final, where they had like Zidane, very Asian Zidane. And it would take them a while until they come back to full force, like 2 years or 3 years ago, 2018. Spain were nowhere near as good as what they were in like 2008. The Italians were just getting good in 2004. It took them 2 years until they won it. Portugal had a very young... Portugal had a mix of really young and old, because they had Figo, Rui Costa, and then we had like Ronaldo. And England were the same, to be honest. England were just always awful, aren't they? No matter how good our team is, we very, very rarely we overperform. So, the fact that it's happening now, we've got to treasure it. Even if we don't win, it's a huge success. But we will win. Because it's coming home. Champions already? I suppose we are in April. How many games do we have left? Nice! I want to have a look at the other leagues in focus. Oh, why did I click that? There we go. Hello, FM player. How are you today? Porto winning, Ajax winning, PSG are winning, Man City are winning, Barcelona. So all the teams that were doing quite well before, they've dropped off. Man United buying Januzaj. Some of the transfers. Liverpool are out. So the team that knocked us out went out in the quarters. Okay. We have a circus round us with Gareth. No 4-4-2, no Rooney. Raiding the old folks' home for a shag. No injury issues. All over the papers. No Italian manager who can't speak English. Just honest, open answers. Just honest, open players and staff. It's great to see in it. But yet, our problem is now is everybody else. Everybody who's the non-English people are trying to bring us down. just another match. Letdown? What? Whatever I said would not have been good enough there. Ugh. Why did I do the team meeting? Why did I do it? I'm not doing another one. How is Spezia this high? 9th place. Right. Christopher Ayer back in. For Igor. Igor's just not doing it for us. Happy with that. I could have rested a few players, but I kind of want to make sure we go on and win this league. So I don't really want to drop any more points in the league. We've beaten Inter Milan recently. Hopefully we can do the same. For the final. Cool. Right, I'm going to quickly nip to the loo. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy the first half. Oh, he scored. Love when that happens. Oh. Early kick off, early goal even as well. Oh yes, Dragalski, what a save. He scored. Dusan, 4 in 2 now. What a player. Block, get it out. Oof. Sebastiano! Wonder how many miles will Neymar run in the final and how many miles will he roll on a pitch on Sunday? I'm actually looking forward to that tonight. Maffeo. Oh. Do you think this... Because Messi's never won a Coppa Italia, has he? Oh, why do I keep saying that? Messi's never won a Coppa America, has he? Am I right in saying that? He's never done it? He's definitely not won a Coppa Italia. That's for sure. I want to know whether he's won a Coppa America. I didn't think so. Oh, what a nod down that was. See, I'm definitely going to watch it. It's the Balak of the national team. It's a good point. Oof. Oh, Muriel missed a penalty to go above, but to take the lead against Lazio. That's annoying. It's won the Olympics. Okay. Do we count that? Right, I'd like a second goal, to be honest, because this is a little bit ropey. Wonder how Messi is feeling now if he is unemployed. He's the best unemployed player ever. Midfield's doing well in this game. "60 minutes gone." It's a little bit... They haven't really created a lot of chances. 5 shots there, 1 on target. Nothing really to note. I'm a little bit cautious. I'll tell you what, I'll do that, and I'll make him a ball winner. Let's go more defensive in the midfield there. Olympics is huge, but not really with football, because the rules are weird. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, to be Olympic gold medalist is amazing, but in a sport like football, not as much. Aiden, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, what a save that is. Second most watched international sport event after the World Cup, more than the Euros and Coppa Americas. In football though, is it? Is it watched as much? Oh, Christopher Ayer. Okay, we secured the 1-0. We'll take that. Momentum going into the cup final, which is next, and we will be playing it. Cup final time. Dun dun dun. Shelley got 8.4 and he didn't get a goal or an assist. Amazes me how Team GB only entered the football tourney in 2012 but never again. Weird, isn't it? Very strange. I still think it's wrong that we go as Team GB. I think it should just be countries. Stop elite, no World Cup for Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo won the Euro, yeah. Messi won Olympic gold medal. Euro's bigger in my opinion. Euros is bigger in my opinion, Jace. Because Copa America, there's only a couple of good teams in there, really. Maybe Colombia as well. But even England beat Colombia. Whereas the Euros, there's like 5 or 6 good teams. It's a shame because Team GB would have a pretty good men's football team. Wouldn't be too bad, would it? Hello, Bannon. How are you? Right, Coppa Italia. Okay. I am not doing another team in because that always goes so wrong. Always goes so wrong. Good luck in the cup final. Don't like that you said that about us. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, Almeida's out. That's frustrating. We'll just put in Lafont. Everybody else, so I think we can stick with this team. Maffeo, Milenkovic, Aya, Orgiello, Ferreira, Castrovilli, Gomez, Chele, Vlahovic, and Esposito. I think I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We'll do the same thing again. We'll get Milenkovic to mark Lukaku. I think that worked quite well last time. Are they not playing Lukaku? I just seen Boadu. They are playing. Right, Boadi's on the left. Okay, that's fine. So we'll man mark Lukaku. Lukaku. With Milenkovic again. Did a good job last time. Let's try it again. 2012, I think there's about 5 Welsh players in the team. Was it really? Come on then. Coppa Italia. Can we win our first trophy as Fiorentina manager? I'm interested to see what this does to our reputation if we do manage to win it. So I would obviously like to win it. Chele. Dusan. Oh, it's a great start. It's a great start. Come on. We took Craig Bellamy as the overage players. Oh, God. And Giggs. Giggs makes sense. 38-year-old Giggs. That is a great start. They've had 2 chances on target already. We're not seeing them, so it mustn't be too good. Demand more, come on. Oh, good save. Good save, Dragowski. Win that? Oh, why is he taking so long to win that ball? It's all good. Okay. First half's been alright. Kaki's on a 6-9. Patinia, come on. Penalty, maybe? Oh! Joel Ramsey, Bellamy, Giggs, and Neil Taylor. Decent players for the Welsh team. It's not bad, to be fair. Can understand why they took them. Chele struggling. He's still on a 7.2 though. Get an assist here and we can take you off. Kaku heads it out. Good ball. Esposito loves scoring against Stoke Club. What a goal that is. What a goal that is. Left foot smash. Top bins. Come on. First time. Outside of the boot. Lovely stuff. Right, we can make a change. Uriel, Chele. He's done well. We're going to have to take him off for resting purposes. 2-0. We got a little bit of a cushion now. We went 3-0 up against them last time, just in the first half. Then they pulled it back, 3-2. Not very long ago either. Dusan, good ball. Orgello, pull it back. Brian Gill. Esposito scores again. Come on. Cup winners, potentially. We've got one hand on the trophy. One hand on our very first trophy. And it's fantastic football as well. Right. Alright, Paul Gar will put him defensively. In fact, we'll ball winning midfielder. And we'll put Castrovilli as a deep line playmaker on support. Changing those roles around. Milenkovic has done so well to mark Lukaku out of the game. They've had 12 shots, but I haven't seen any of them. Christopher Ayer. Oh, it's unlucky. Orgello and Castrovilli. Maybe give Castrovilli a bit of a rest. Here is Lukaku. Is this going to be a first opportunity of the game? It is. Oh, it's poor from Milenkovic. Okay. I actually think we do this. Let's go for a halfback. We do this and we try and just secure the game out. Got a little bit of time wasting. Lower the tempo down as well. Take off passing space. Keep the ball. Esposito man of the match, please. 5 minutes added on. They ain't going to score 2 goals now. We are the cup winners. Coppa Italia is our first trophy in the Journeyman. And we're on for the double. We're on to win the league. I can't remember who's the captain now. There I am. Handed it over. Oh! Hey! We've done it. We're streaming Showdown champions. Coppa Italia champions. Goalkeeper does the cartwheel. Of course he does. 69, Dragovic. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff. Very good win. Unbelievable. Thank you very much for the follows. £5 million for winning that. That's not bad at all, is it? Esposito, 2 goals, 8.2 average rating. Not bad at all. Okay, well, we've got... What's that? 8 games left to play of the season. Perfect for a stream. So, we'll save the game there. Can we win the league next stream? That's the big question. Right, who are we going to raid over to? Let's check my friends list and see who's on here. Let's go to Jeter, Coach Jeter. We haven't raided him for a long, long time, so it'd be nice to pop in his stream and say hello. So, viewers, thank you very much for joining me today. If you have come from Matt's stream and you raided across and you stuck around, really do appreciate it. Make sure you go and show some love to Coach Jeter. He's a fantastic streamer from America. And he's playing some Football Manager right now. I'm not sure what he's actually doing, but there we go. We have won the Coppa Italia, viewers. Thank you very much for joining me today. Tuesday's stream will be back. I think Tuesday's stream will be a different game. We're going to trial some different games going forward. But Thursday's stream, we should be back on Football Manager on the Journeyman, trying to win the league. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for the next one. Bye-bye.